think this is the 5th year that the Township has generously awarded us a grant to help us cover the costs of staging Wilmot Terry Fox Run fundraising events. And once again, I come before you this evening with the same heartfelt message. Thank you for leading by example and supporting the Wilmot Terry Fox Run in practical, meaningful ways. You are partners in our success. Last year's grant helped us adapt and host online fundraisers rather than the in-person events that we planned. Instead of paying for printing posters or renting venues, we invested in boosting social media posts so we could connect with more residents, and also upgrading online apps in order to live stream a summer concert, as well as our virtual opening ceremony on Run Day. Our community, as always, has been amazing with its incredible support. We held our first ever bottle drive on a hot summer's day, with all of our volunteers physically distancing and wearing masks. Most of the residents who helped us were first-time volunteers with the Wilmot Terry Fox Run. At the end of 2019, my co-organizer, Councillor Gordek, and I announced that we were setting a target of at least $40,000 for 2020 to coincide with the 40th anniversary of the Marathon of Hope. COVID put an end to that goal, and we simply tried to raise as much money as possible under the circumstances. We figured if we could raise half of our target, we would be happy. But this is Wilmot, and our community had other ideas. After all of our events last year, our fundraising total was $43,110, a new community record. That simply would not have been possible without the grant that the Township invested in our activities. We thank you for your vote of confidence. Not all of our events last year were fundraisers. On July 20th, Wilmot residents gathered safely in Petersburg Park for the unveiling of a plaque to commemorate Terry Fox's Marathon of Hope. Terry had run near that location exactly 40 years previously. In July 2019, the Township approved my proposal for this memorial, and I posted that decision on Facebook. In a comment, someone suggested also planting a tree in Terry's honour, and then a local resident contacted me privately to say that they would pay for it. Of course, COVID-19 disrupted our Marathon of Hope anniversary celebrations. However, 2021 has presented us with a new opportunity. Our community held its very first Terry Fox Run in 1996, 25 years ago. I believe this is worthy of celebration, and I think it's the perfect time to revisit the idea of planting a special tree to honour Canada's favourite son. As with the brass plaque last year, criteria were applied to determine a suitable location for the tree. First, we wanted it to be close to where Terry passed through the township in 1980. Second, the tree should be planted on municipally owned property. And third, this location should be safe and open to the public, so they can visit it easily. Following extensive research last year, when we attempted to trace the route of the Marathon of Hope in Wilmot, we determined that the ideal location would be at the entrance to Schmidt Woods Trail, near the Wilmot Recreation Complex. Our anonymous benefactor would still like to donate a tree, and Councillor Gordek and I will pay for a small plaque to go alongside it. This will feature a quote from Terry in a similar style to this design visual. The actual quote for this plaque hasn't been chosen yet, as we'll be holding an online poll so residents can pick their favourite from a shortlist. Our donor told us, my thought was it could be a white pine, which was indigenous to the township, largely clear-cut by settlers. It would promote diversity adjacent to the deciduous forest. After a discussion with Director of Parks and Recreation Services Sandy Jackson and Parks and Facilities Manager Jeff Dubrick, it was agreed that the tree will be planted close to the benches shown on the left of in this picture, thereby creating a visual balance with the trees on the opposite side of the trail's entrance. There is significant foot traffic, so placing a memorial there will ensure that it is seen by as many people as possible. We're planning an unveiling ceremony on Wednesday, September 1st, 2021, at the beginning of what is traditionally thought of as Terry Fox Month. That date is also the 41st anniversary of when Terry ended his run. Of course, the exact nature of this celebration will depend on the regulations that are in place several months from now, but we'll keep you posted. A huge thank you to Ms. Jackson and Mr. Dubrick for enthusiastically embracing this project. I'm particularly pleased about Mr. Dubrick's involvement. When Terry ran through Petersburg in 1980, 10-year-old Jeff was there near the Blue Moon, and he leaned out to high-five Terry as he went past. It was that same historic hand that Jeff used to attach the plaque to the rock in Petersburg Park, and it will be used again when this new memorial is put in place. When COVID is safely behind us, I hope to be able to shake that hand to thank Mr. Dubrick for all of his hard work and also for sharing his memories. Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel. And we certainly do appreciate all the hard work that you and your spouse put into the celebration of Terry and the fundraising. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Anyone have any comments or questions of Mr. Gordick? Unfortunately, we don't have the emoji that shows the hand clapping, so you have to do it literally,
Thank you.
folks. So there you go.
Thank you so much.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Thank you, sir.